Hi guys, welcome to highschoolmaths.co.uk. Today we're going to look at compound interest. We've got a couple of examples to work through, and I'm going to show you the quick method for doing this. There are alternative methods, but this is the one that works best when you're in an exam and is probably easiest to remember. So, first example, we've got a car depreciating in value by 7% each year. That means going down in value by 7%. The car was originally bought for 12,000. Part A, we're looking for how much the car would be worth after 5 years. So it's depreciating by 7% per year over a period of 5 years. So what we want is a way of calculating that interest on a kind of rolling basis. So what we're going to do is start off by taking the 100% initial value. It's depreciating, so we're subtracting the 7% per year. And that tells us that at the end of each year, the car is worth 93% of what it was to start off at the beginning of that year. So we're going to take that value as a decimal, 0.93, and because we're finding the 93% over 5 years, we're going to do 0.93 to the power 5 and multiply that by the original amount, which was 12,000. Okay, now what that's going to do is it's going to give you a value that you can then of the value of the car after 5 years. So if we type that into the calculator, look at 0.93 to the power 5, and you'll have to know how to type power 5 into your calculator. All calculators are different. Times that by 12,000, and that should give you 8348. So we'll write this down, 8348.26. And that's rounded into 2 decimal places because we're dealing with money. So the car started off at 12,000. It's now worth £8,348.26, rounded to 2 decimal places. That's how much it was worth after 5 years. Part B then goes on to ask how much did it decrease in value by. So we're starting off with 12,000, just a simple subtraction sum. 12,000 minus the current value, £8,348.26. So again, just type that into your calculator, 12,000 minus, and that should give you the answer straight out. So minus 8348.26. That gives you 3651. We'll write this down, 3651 pound 74 pence. Okay. Sometimes that second part isn't necessary. Sometimes it'll just ask you how much the object that you're looking at is worth after a period of time. Sometimes it will ask you how much it's gone up or down in value by, or calculate the interest if it's talking about a bank loan or something. So some questions you'll need to do that part B, some questions you won't. And it might not always be split up as an A and a B question. Moving on, we've got another compound interest question, slightly trickier one. So we've got a rare stamp was bought for £280, increases in value by 6% per year in the first 2 years, then it increases by 4% per year thereafter. How much is it going to be worth after 5 years? So we've got 2 different increase rates here. We're going to start off, we're going to have to do 2 calculations. So for the first year, we're looking at 6% per year, the first 2 years, and then we're going to move on to 4% per year afterwards. So let's have a look at that. So we'll start off with 100% value of the stamp, plus the 6% increase for the first 2 years, so it's 106%. Again, writing as decimals, 1.06. We're talking about the first 2 years just now, so it's to the power 2. And we're multiplying that by the value of the stamp, so £280. Again, just go to your calculator, 1.06 to the power 2, or squared, times 280. That should give you 314.608. Or 61 if we round it to 2 decimal places. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to write 61 down because it's money and we want to work to 2 decimal places, but I'm going to keep that answer in the calculator, the unrounded answer in the calculator, just so it's a little bit more accurate because we know we've got more of the calculation to do. So that's the first 2 years dealt with. We now have to look at the next kind of set, which is the 3 years, to take us up to 5 years altogether. So what we're going to do is same idea, it's 100%, but this time it's plus 4% because it's only having a 4% increase. So it's 104%. So each year we're increasing by 4%. We're talking about a 3-year time period now, and we're multiplying it not by that original amount, but by the current amount, or the previous amount, so £314.61. So same calculation, just a few things to be careful of. You are increasing at a different rate, and also when you multiply, you're not multiplying the original amount anymore. The stamp is now worth £314.61 for the last 3 years. So we type the answer calculator. Again, I've still got the unrounded answer, so I'm going to use that to keep the answer as accurate as possible. So 1.04 to the power of 3, and we're going to multiply that by our previous answer. That should give us £353. Type that now, £353.89. To 2 decimal places again as our final answer. So that's how much the stamp was worth after 5 years. Now you'll notice with this question, compared to the first one, it's not asking how much the stamp increased in value by. If we wanted to find that out, we would have to do an additional subtraction calculation as part of our working, so there'll be another step to do. The question was only asking how much it's worth after 5 years. That's the value of the stamp after 5 years there. So that's us finished. I hope you found this tutorial useful. Please tune in for some more videos, or visit www.highschoolmaths.co.uk for extra practice worksheets and links to lots of other revision videos. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe.